big could this be?
Could be really big. In fact, in some ways it already is, but I think we're starting to see, as processing power goes way down, we're starting to see, and security concerns go way up, we're starting to see a lot of people look at this as a way to solve a lot of problems. And so I think in places where we have seen it, in government security, they've actually used this in Las Vegas for years to look for people that they don't want in casinos, that being people who can count cards, like my buddy Vegas Pete. They've had this facial recognition technology for some time, but now it seems like it's about to get a much broader distribution.
Let's talk about the technology side of this. How exactly does facial recognition work? Are there different kinds of facial recognition technologies? Well,
certainly there are. And you know, on the back end, right, we can all imagine there's a database, and you compare what you get to the database. But on the front end, essentially, the image of someone's face is captured, and then algorithms look for kind of where things are. You look for the eyes and the nose and the mouth, and then you start to find sort of things that with those anchor points, make the face a particularly unique, a face print, if you will. And that's when you compare it to a database and match the identity. But the ability to do all that processing on the fly is what makes this a much more accessible technology. While the technology was theoretically there years ago, the processing power wasn't everywhere. Well, now it's in our phones and in every computer on our desktops and everywhere else.
What companies, Cory, are using this technology or planning to use this technology?
So from what we understand, many different companies are looking at this for many different ways. So we have companies like Facebook that are talking about using this for, you know, tagging and marketing purposes. Walmart says they're using it only for security at their facilities right now. Now, Apple and Google, however, are looking at this to unlock phones in the same way Apple's got a thumbprint on their new iPhone 5S. Now they're looking at this perhaps to help unlock phones in different ways so your phone knows who you are. I wouldn't be surprised if we see them figure out a way to dish out ads to you as well. And then finally, you know, Lockheed Martin is using this with specific government security military uses. And indeed, they may be the leader in the field because that's where the field has been up to this point.